Peace and love, y'all. We are back with another video. It is day 11 of my 30-day challenge, and y'all, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. So without further ado, let's get through this video. Y'all, today we're going to talk about consciousness, our state of awareness of our being, okay? How can we become consciousness of our true self? Basically, the I am. How do we gain knowledge of the I am? And honestly, it's pretty simple. Study self. Now, astrology is very beneficial when it comes to this subject. Astrology is very beneficial. But if you're not into astrology, shadow work. Get in that mirror. Ask yourself questions about yourself and be honest with yourself. It's you. Why would you lie to yourself, right? Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself those deep personal questions. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? And a lot of people think, I love myself. If you love yourself, would you put yourself through situations that is going to damage your mental, your emotional, your physical state of being? The answer is no, of course. But look at the actions that we take on a day-to-day basis that harm our mental, our emotional, and our physical being. That is not an act of self-love. Us putting ourselves in situations where we devalue ourselves, where we don't respect ourselves, is not an act of self-love. Putting us in places where we're judging ourselves and we're very harsh with ourselves, when we're talking down on ourselves, that is not an act of self-love. Okay? When we start asking ourselves those deep, personal, important questions, all it takes is for us to be real with ourselves, right? Example. Let's just say, I don't know, it's kind of vague. I don't like my outfit today. And usually I'm always dressing, right? Let's not use that example. That just don't count. Well, let's just say I'm having a bad day, right? And I'm forgetting stuff. I rushed out the house, so my hair isn't done all the way, right? How am I feeling about myself on this day? Of course, I want to tell myself I love myself, I'm perfect, whatever. But there's also a subconscious part of ourselves that see, that know, that feel, I forgot this. I didn't do this right. I wish I could have done this better. And it's okay for us to address those situations when we're talking to ourselves, because we need that clarity. Understand that we're not supposed to always be perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. Okay? Once we're honest with ourselves about those little things in life, we can be, I guess, more confident. You build up that self-love when we're completely honest with ourselves. Why? Because if you accept those things about yourself, we don't care where the judgment comes from when it comes from others. We don't care. Why? Because we didn't already face that subject situation when we discussed it with ourselves and we accepted it. Okay? So when it comes to gaining this consciousness of self, asking ourselves those important questions. Okay? Asking ourselves those important questions. Do I love myself? Right? That's when it comes to our image, right? I don't like my body. I don't like this about myself. I don't like that about myself. It's okay. When we get to that, I don't like this, then we find something to work towards making that thing better. This is how we gain the knowledge of consciousness when it comes to our being, right? Now, when it comes to gaining that's another video. I'm going to say that for another video because that's another topic. Okay? Yeah. So get into the root of asking ourselves those important questions, y'all. And be honest. Be honest. If you can't be honest with nobody else, be honest with yourself. Yeah. Peace.